At 10 a.m. Atlantic time on Friday, August the 10th, 2018, officers Lawrence Robert Costello and Sarah Burns of the Fredericton Police Force in New Brunswick, a province of eastern Canada, responded to reports of shots fired outside a local apartment building. When they arrived there, they found two people on the ground. When Costello and Burns approached the victims, they themselves were fatally shot. Police locked down the area and set up a perimeter. At some point, police and the suspect exchanged gunfire. Around 9:30 a.m., about 2 hours after the initial call, police entered an apartment and arrested a 48-year-old suspect who was taken to hospital and is being treated for serious injuries. The incident unfolded at a North End apartment complex on Brookside Drive. The following is a timeline in the Canadian Atlantic Time zone of events linked to the shooting. Around 7 a.m., people reported hearing gunshots in the area. One area resident said he woke up at 7:07 a.m. to the sound of shots coming outside his bedroom window. At first I thought it might be kids playing with firecrackers or car backfiring, said resident David McCoubry. According to him, the shooting stopped for about 5 minutes, then started up again, stopped for around 20 minutes, then started back up again. Resident John Gibbons said that he heard rifle shots go off a couple of minutes apart. He said he heard someone yell, "Get down!" then heard 4 rapid shots. When he went into his washroom, he said he could hear a rifle shot directly under his window. Robert Diodato said that around 7 a.m. he also heard what he thought were firecrackers. He estimated about 15 gunshots went off in a 15-minute period. 20 minutes later, he heard one very loud sound that he thought might have been a rifle. 7:47 a.m., Fredericton Police Force issued its first statement via Twitter, asking people to avoid the Brookside Drive area because of an ongoing incident. 7:53 a.m., police announced a lockdown, urging area residents to stay inside and lock their doors for safety. The lockdown was in effect for Brookside Drive between Main and Ring Roads. 8 a.m., Brandon Ingraham said he woke up to dings on his phone, with friends texting him to see if he's okay because they heard something was going on in his area. Shortly after, he and his wife heard 4 gunshots a few streets over. 8:17 a.m., police said there were multiple fatalities. 8:20 to 8:30 a.m., residents and reporters said more shots were heard. At 8:31 a.m., at least 4 people were confirmed dead. Between 8:30 and 9 a.m., Justin McLean said he was sleeping in the building next door to the shooter and woke up to the sound of gunshots. He went to his back window and saw 3 bodies lying on the ground. 8:47 a.m., police asked the public to stop calling the station directly because of the volume of calls coming in. At 8:53 a.m., the New Brunswick Premier or Provincial Prime Minister Brian Gallant issued a statement saying the province was shocked and saddened. The Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau offered condolences about 20 minutes later. At 9:25 a.m., police said the situation was still active and asked the public to avoid posting police positions on social media. At 9:30 a.m., police entered an apartment and arrested a 48-year-old suspect who was taken to hospital and treated for serious injuries. His name has not been released. At 10:28 a.m., police confirmed 4 people were dead, including 2 police officers. At 11:04 a.m., police lifted the lockdown and said the threat to the public was over. At 11:06 a.m., the Dr. Everett Chalmers Regional Hospital in Fredericton said on Twitter it was currently treating multiple victims of today's shooting. Around 11:15 a.m., a provincial emergency command post arrived at the scene, RCMP, or Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and a canine unit, that is a unit of police dogs, were also there. At 11:23 a.m., Fredericton police said the suspect was being treated for serious injuries related to the shooting. At 12:13 p.m., a large police presence was outside the Dr. Everett Chalmers Regional Hospital. And at 12:48 p.m., Horizon Health asked the public to avoid the hospital emergency room unless they had to visit it. Our condolences, of course, to all the loved ones and friends and acquaintances and colleagues of those 4 victims of the shooting, and of course we need to pray for them and likewise for the shooter, for repentance, forgiveness, and so forth. Bye-bye for the time being.